right, hello. I'm just gonna call it for Pisces. I don't know if this is gonna be actually your birthday reading, but interesting enough, this is what's planned. I've been talking about it. I have a new setup, so I'm messing with the camera, okay? Hopefully this doesn't go flips upside down because I got a new setup. I smell wet paint a little bit. Oh, see, I told you we're doing Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and ironically enough, I actually think I know someone. Well, I don't personally know, but that is a Pisces and Alice. But also understand Lewis Carroll, he's an Aquarius, and I believe his name is Charles, right? Anyway, so I got 3 different books in play by Lewis Carroll. Okay, guys, I told you, you have no idea how crazy I am about this whole Alice in Wonderland thing. So much fun stuff. I just went and chatted with Sagittarius about. So I actually got invited to a tea party. So I'm really actually excited about this. And maybe you will too, but this could be for your own birthday. But the other beautiful thing with this whole thing is it's a very merry unbirthday time. It's like, it's just, a celebration of all. It's very interesting. I did look back in time. There was something like, seriously though, I thought it wasn't that long ago. 2020 was spotted, but all the way actually 14 years. So I think 2009. That I was like, weird. I keep saying 14 years ago, so I think that's 2009 or something like that. I don't know why I'm telling you about that. And the reason I even say Pisces, guys, is because I was like, all right, I'll grab the zodiac signs and see. And underneath it, I shuffled them all, and I didn't set that up at all. I like to just see, and I was like, this is beautiful. And I'm also sharing that because I thought that was beautiful. Let's see what's under there. Moon, even Leos, maybe specific. Maybe there is Taurus. There was definitely some Taurus energy coming through. I see 512. There's Libra. Mars, there is a Cancer signs too, 7-5 and 7-17. Leo, Libra, Piscean, and Sagittarius, maybe 12-5. Okay, I also saw 125 and 225. Okay, I also saw some Aries signs too. Anyways, okay. So I was guided to also bring in, I've been talking about the alchemy book, and I'm gonna share that. As you can see, I like reading little snippets out of the books. That's kind of how it is. If you're not into that, then I'm not your cup of tea, I guess. And you're welcome to, even if I get boring or something, you could skip through. I don't care. If there might be something there for you. And sometimes you can check the comments. I timestamp if I feel guided to. At this point, this is a sneak peek of what's coming up. It is only the 17th, but I was excited to bring in some of my new artwork as well, the backdrop and some of the new decks. So I have 3 different Alice in Wonderland tarot decks we're going to be opening for the Piscean energy, the Pisces, and all who are going to be joining us. Thank you all to all my subscribers. I appreciate you and your love and support. And this is my creative thing. It's part of escapism, but also inner child work. Yeah, needing to laugh, and even the confusion of it sometimes. This is so Piscean, you know what I mean, down the rabbit hole. Anyway, so this cute little tarot book, and maybe you're more drawn into this. I got the Alice's Adventures. This is a beginner junior reader, okay, with this one. Okay, it's a little 7 up. Maybe have some 7 up. The alchemy is a little more in depth though. The Kim Kron's one. Lucy Cavendish. I was reminded, actually, I decided to bring in Fairy Oracle and Fairy Whispers with this because they are very much interlinked, even though you might not think so. So this is the main tarot I'll be opening. I don't know if I'm gonna open anything for this. I think I might give little snippets out, put it out. You can see which one you're more guided to. This other book is the Alice in Adventures in Wonderland, and this one I also brought in Mystic Terry what? A Mystic Fairy Tarot by Linda Ravenscroft and Barbara Moore. So Barbara Moore is in both of these too. Wow, okay. Barbara Moore is in the other Tarot in Wonderland, where I also got just a standard one, but this one is the fancy, right? The fancy because it's all shiny. The shiny one. Let's share the tarot world happily. So these will be the different cards and decks I'll be using during this time with the Oracle, Hidden Worlds, Alchemy, Fairy Oracle. And then, you know, the books. Okay, because I wanted to share something. I was so guided. This is where the magic happens too. It's like I've been preparing and planning for this my whole life. No, I'm just kidding. But the idea is to get maybe your own little book out, 555. Your own ideas book. Maybe it's something you're going to see that you wrote a long time ago. Like I found an old notebook where I had been writing different things down. And I'm going to maybe even bring up some old astrology. Man, it might be clearing tonight. I'm all 1980. No, I'm not going that far back right now. I'm seeing 211, so spotlighted. Okay, I'm not gonna, well, maybe I won't tell you all of these things I have in here. I might bring more crystals in as this goes. 10-1 and 12-12. I'm seeing the art of Reiki, even level 3. Energetic cords and hooks. You're getting the song Aberdeen, Cage the Elephant. Oh, wow. 2 feet. I feel like I'm drowning. Okay. Whoa, that's for someone specific, okay? Oh my, okay. I don't know why I'm sharing these things. Something about the Ho'oponopono prayer. Okay, here we go. I don't know where I got this quote, though. Truth is all that you need to bury that seed. Truth is all that you need to bury that seed. Halloween, so Scorpio. A lot of Scorpio, a lot of Halloween. Adam. Oregon. Okay, 11-19-19, Jupiter touches the galactic center. Okay, that's when the fairy magic starts happening. Back in 11-19-19. Okay, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, and Libra. Okay, guys. Okay, I don't know why I'm sharing that with you. There was something, I'm not reading the whole story of what happened, but I was guided to this book, okay? I was guided back to this book, and I thought, how crazy, because this book, and it reminded me about the locket. I'm going to open it up. 567, chapter 7, Mein Herr. 337, Mein Herr. Okay. So I went on my lonely way, and on reaching the hall, I found Lady Muriel, standing in the garden gate waiting for me. No need to give you joy, or to wish you joy, I began. Something Joey even? None whatever, she replied, with the joyous laugh of a child. We give people what they haven't got. We wish for something that is yet to come. For me, it's all here. It's all mine, dear friend. She suddenly broke off. Do you think heaven ever begins on earth for any of us? For some, I said. For some, perhaps, who are simple and childlike. You know, he said, of such is the kingdom of heaven. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm getting excited about this. Lady Muriel clasped her hands. Sylvie. This is, by the way, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and other stories. A lot of Gemini with this as well, Pisces. This is chapter 7. Lady Muriel, Professor. You must come and speak to my father. Chapter 6 was the one before. Okay, guys, I find this is beautiful synchronicity, okay? I'm leaving this here for a second. I told you I'm testing out this camera view. Thank you all for listening, taking the time. But check the channel and look forward to all of your individual signs for the month of March. Pulling in these, and I know we're not there yet, and I'm not trying to jump too far ahead, but you know, I'm just testing the waters. Let's call it that. And seeing how the camera is. I hope you can see that. I was like, this one is like my favorite art, and I think the camera is kind of done with it. So I'm gonna show you because I wanna. Bringing it up. This one I was like, yeah, woohoo! Here we go, jumping back in, and now you see it, and now you don't. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. This is so crazy because when I was guided to this book, it reminded me about the fairies and to bring the fairies in as well. Maybe later as I'm guided through all the different signs, I'll bring in. So Virgo really brought in the fairies. So for sure. And the Libra energy. But the mushrooms as well and the woodland animals and the trees might all come into play. Throughout the month and throughout all the different signs, okay? And maybe even the garbage falcons, because, you know, they were popping in sporadically there for a little bit, and they're kind of interesting and fun. Oh, and by the way, the sweet treats. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing another video, especially for the Pisces, because you're going to get a bonus birthday, you know, some bonus ones. And I don't know how well people are liking it. I don't really care. I'm still enjoying doing it, and my kids like it. So I got some of those mini sweet treats. Build it your own. So look forward to that video. I forgot to bring them up here. So this is a little sneak peek into what I have planned. It's really exciting. This is a very beautiful, I want to tell you, chapter 6. I believe it was chapter 6 is what I said in there. The locket, the gold lion. Sylvie, Willie's wife. Like, where is this one? The magic locket. Okay, I found it. Weird. There's multiple chapter 6s in this book, guys. I'm serious. Willie's wife and the magic locket. This is the 193 that I want to share this. Wow, Bruno. Virgos. There's some Virgos with this. And Sylvie. All right, the fairy king. The fairies. See, this is what I'm saying. The fairy king here. Meanwhile, the fairy king and Sylvie were talking together, but in such low tones that I could not catch the words. So I followed Bruno, who was picking and eating other kinds of fruit in the vain hope of finding some that would have taste. I tried to pick some myself, but it was like grasping air and soon gave up the attempt and returned to Sylvie. Oh, okay, here we go. Look well at it, my darling, the old man was saying, and tell me how you like it. It's just lovely, cried Sylvie delightedly. Bruno, come and look. And she held up so that he might see the light through it. A heart-shaped locket, apparently cut out of a single jewel, a rich blue color, with a slender gold chain attached to it. I'm seeing Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini even, for whatever, for some of you. It doesn't have to be those signs, but it's well pretty. It are welly pretty, Bruno more soberly remarked, and he began spelling out some words inscribed on it. ALLWILLLOVE. All will love Sylvie, SYLVIE. He made them out at last. And so they do's, he cried, clasping his arms around her neck. Everybody loves Sylvie. But we love her best, don't we, Bruno? Said the old king, as he took possession of the locket. Now, Sylvie, look at this. And he showed her, lying on the palm of his hand, a locket of a deep crimson color, the same shape as the blue one, and like it attached to a slender gold chain. Lovelier and lovelier, exclaimed Sylvie, clasping her hands in ecstasy. Look, Bruno. And there's words on this one too, said Bruno. Sylvie will love all. Now you see the difference, said the old man. Different colors and different words. Choose one of them, darling. I'll give you whichever you like best. The same words, just in a different combination. Sylvie whispered the words several times over with a thoughtful smile and then made her decision. It's very nice to be loved, she said, but it's nicer to love other people. May I have the red one, Father? The old man said nothing, but I could see his eyes fill with tears as he bent his head and pressed his lips to her forehead in a loving kiss. So, the gardener, wow. So there's some Capricorn too. And now, darling, it's time for you to go back or they'll be missing you. And then that poor gardener will get into trouble. Goodbye, Father. Okay, that was me. So there's another little song. He thought he saw a buffalo upon the chimney piece. He looked again and found it was his sister's husband's niece. Unless you leave this house, he said, I'll send for the police. Okay, Lady Muriel. Okay, so how interesting is that? The one I opened up is very different though. It's having everything you need. But it's, you know, there's two different, it's chapter 7, but it's in a different book or something. Through the ivory door, even. I feel like we've also got Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Further down here. Might be some more flowers with that. And that's where there's also the Tarot in Wonderland with Barbara Moore. And maybe even the tea leaves will come into play with that. Tea leaves might come into play in all of it because it is the tea. I don't know if I'm going to get the other card, that other deck, you guys, because I don't know if I want to get into that kind of tea. We'll see. If I feel like I need to, I will. But let's just see. And maybe if the tarot gets, you know, a little terrible. Okay, so that was fascinating. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm just giving a little sneak peek, I guess, at this point. I'm not unboxing them. I'm seeing what was there. But like I said, the Pisces birthday is coming up. A lot of Virgo with this one, as well as Libra too. I'm seeing my nose is itching as I'm saying this with these fairy whispers and the Lucy Cavendish, the Kim Crons, maybe some Gemini too. Oh, I forgot to mention, look at the cutest, the little Wonderland tarot. Chris, Abby, and Morgana Abby. Okay, that's what it says on here. These ones are so cute. The little US game system. The Fool is the Mad Hatter in this one. That's cute. And then we've got the Mystic Fairy Tarot with this one. Okay, I'm just giving this as the sneak peek, guys. So stick around. I know that wasn't much, but I'm gonna set up and check the camera. I'm gonna look at it, see if I want to move it, and move. I need to clear out a little bit of this as well, so I can get. Oh yeah, and the sweet treats for the birthday party thing. Okay, thanks so much. Bye bye.